My husband's dream seemed harmless, until it shattered everything. The air crackled, alive with tension. Liam's gaze pierced through me. Unwavering, electric. He had waited long enough. His patience shattered, the restraint gone. Our gazes locked, a spark igniting between us. He was fully immersed, heart racing. I raised my fingers, a silent beckoning. His breath hitched, tension coiled within him, and then he rose. Before we dive in, I need a quick favor from you. Show your support, like this video and subscribe now. It costs nothing, lasts a heartbeat, and makes a bigger impact than you realize. And you'll always catch the next tale. Let's dive in. Liam's hands gripped my waist, pulling me tight as we swayed together in our still American home. Each breath, each slight shift ignited a fire beneath my skin. Keep going, I whispered, my voice a fragile wisp. The tension crackled, electric, until I melted against him. Surrendering completely, he exhaled softly, drawing me near as we embraced the stillness of the moment. We lay there, the warmth between us electric and undeniable. His fingers danced in slow circles on my back, his shoulder rising and falling like the tide. Yet the silence held a weight, a tension that was unmistakable. I glanced at him, my heart racing. You're silent, I remarked. A quiet chuckle escaped him. Lost in thought, I smirked, my fingertips brushing against his skin. What's it about? I sensed his fleeting doubt. A whisper in the silence. That was incredible. I chuckled quietly, nestling into him. Absolutely, it was. My fingers danced over his skin, igniting a fire within. Have you ever considered how to elevate it further? His breath caught in his throat. Improved? I leaned on one elbow, eyes locked on him, heart racing. We've always embraced adventure, but what if we pushed the limits even more? His body tightened for an instant. I felt it, a whisper in the silence. It deepened my intrigue. Come on, I urged, tilting my head, desperation in my voice. You've pondered it, haven't you? His gaze locked onto mine, a spark igniting in his eyes. He paused, exhaling deeply before finally speaking. He confessed, voice barely a whisper. The words hung heavy, a palpable tension between us. I swallowed hard, my heart racing. The heat in my shoulder was a wild mix of nerves and something darker. Something threatening. I opened my mouth, silence echoing back, confusion gripping my heart. The thought clung to me. Relentless. It wrapped around me, invading my thoughts when I was most unguarded. In resting place, I drift through my morning routine in our small American town, struggling to shift my thoughts elsewhere. Liam's words ignited a fire within me, impossible to dismiss. Initially, it seemed utterly ridiculous. This thought had never crossed my mind. The thought of being with another woman, especially under his gaze, should have been simple to reject. Yet it wasn't. With each passing moment, it felt increasingly familiar. Curiosity slithered in, soft yet unyielding. The idea clung to me, haunting and relentless. His gaze held a power, a promise that could shift everything between us. Could it really? The question haunted me longer than I cared to acknowledge. Deep down, I craved the rush of surrendering to his desires. Fear lingered, yet it couldn't hold me back. I was ready to take that step. Uncertainty loomed, yet a single truth pierced through the fog. It had become his reality. Now, it belonged to me as well. Days blurred into one another, each moment heavy with unspoken weight. I promised myself to keep it simple. I had chosen my path. Yet, as I waited, the tension mounted. Each look at Liam, each fleeting presence ignited a thrilling spark. I wasn't merely accepting his dream, I was seizing its reins. As I finalized the arrangements, my nerves vanished, giving way to a rush of exhilaration. Pure thrill, the ideal match, the moment of truth, the ultimate revelation. Now, it was just a matter of witnessing his response. That morning, in our snug American home, I turned to him, my fingers dancing softly across his skin. He lay there, half asleep, breathing slow and steady, oblivious to the tempest raging within me. I leaned closer, my voice a whisper yet resolute. Be home by 8 tonight. Please, trust me, no questions asked. His eyes snapped open, a smile breaking through like dawn. What's going down at 8? I locked eyes with him, letting curiosity seep in with every heartbeat. Just wait and watch. His brows arched, a flicker of intrigue igniting within him. He longed to probe deeper. Yet he sensed my resolve, understanding that I wouldn't yield. Finally, he spoke, stretching as he breathed out. I'll always be here. Excellent. By tonight, his fantasy would become reality. Evening fell faster than I could have imagined. I found Liam at our door, my heart calm yet racing beneath the surface. A pulse throbbed within me. Yearning, raw tension, an unnamed feeling lingered within me. Uncertainty loomed ahead, igniting a thrilling rush within him. His brow arched as I grasped his hand, a silent smile passing between us. Come with me, I whispered, pulling him into the shadows. The door stood slightly open, a sliver of dim light cutting through the darkness of the hallway. As we entered, a jolt coursed through me, the air thick with tension, anticipation hanging heavy. In that moment, everything changed. Sophie waited, poised on the resting place's edge, her effortless confidence radiating a sense of belonging. Her eyes darted to Liam for a moment, then locked onto mine, a storm of emotions swirling just beneath the surface. I caught Liam's slow breath, felt the tension ripple through him. He wasn't merely watching, he was consuming every detail, deciphering the significance, anticipating the impending moment. Then Sophie moved, her fingers grazed my wrist, a whisper of a presence, then climbed higher, tracing my arm with purpose, igniting a fire within. I faced her, a magnetic pull igniting within me, breath hitching as her hand glided across my skin. It was unlike anything before, new, strange, yet utterly captivating. The first moment of closeness lingered, tender and full of promise, a hesitant brush of lips, exploring, then plunging into a deeper connection. My body reacted instinctively, leaning into her presence, hands exploring her waist, warmth igniting beneath my fingertips. A soft breath escaped from behind, steady yet undeniable. I could sense Liam's gaze, his presence heavy with the weight of every moment we shared. We lingered, relishing each moment as it slowly unfolded. Sophie's hands danced with intent, slipping beneath the fabric, pulling me deeper, moment by moment. Each presence ignited a surge of heat within me, the gradual unfolding of revelation leaving me trembling. In that moment, she surged ahead, her lips parted from mine, lingering with a tantalizing slowness, relishing each gentle presence. The shirt slipped away, fingers brushed against my bare skin, a fleeting presence that ignited something deep within. Each movement was precise, seamless, as if she sensed every reaction I had. Her mouth brushed my collarbone, then descended, tracing the curve of my torso with exquisite precision. My breath caught as she moved with deliberate grace, each presence igniting a fire within me. A fleeting presence at my hips ignited a shiver, my body responding without thought. Anticipation unraveled slowly, a heat building within me, leaving me breathless. Then her presence became deliberate. A surge of warmth enveloped me, halting my breath hitched, each movement pulling me deeper into the abyss. Enveloped in the moment, her pulse remained unwavering, a relentless rhythm, each calculated move anchoring me in the now. A sound pierced the haze, low and strained. I turned my head, vision blurring at the edges. Liam. He lingered in the chair, a shadow of himself, his hands clenched the arms fiercely, his shoulder heaving with controlled intensity. His eyes pierced through me, a storm of emotions hidden beneath the surface. Yet every detail of him, his stance, his tightness, revealed so much. He was on the brink of breaking apart. The air hung heavy, charged with silent truths. He was no longer a spectator, he was ensnared in this as deeply as I was. Our eyes locked, my hand trembling as it reached for him. A subtle shift, yet filled with purpose. A call, a silent recognition that he was as vital as all else in this fleeting instant. His grip faltered, tension coiled within him, and then, at last, he rose. As Liam advanced, the atmosphere crackled with tension. A shiver ran through me before his face even came into view. His presence loomed, skin radiating heat as he drew near. His hands gripped my waist, fingers digging in, igniting a silent rush within me. Our gazes locked, a silent storm brewing between us. Shadowy, charged, brimming with unvoiced emotions. His lips met mine. The moment of closeness lingered, a torrent of unspoken emotions swirling between them. A gradual retreat, a hushed giving in. I melted into him, his heat enveloping me as his hands explored my back. "Thank you," he whispered, his breath warm against my lips. A shiver coursed through me, not merely from his words, but from the intensity in his voice, as if this moment held all his dreams. In that moment, Sophie shifted, a rustle on the resting place, her presence heavy in the air before I even glanced her way. Her gaze was fixed on him, on us. A smile, slow and knowing, curved her lips. Her gaze held no hesitation, no uncertainty, only a quiet confidence as she leaned in. Fingers glided over Liam's stomach, descending, until a sharp breath escaped him. I held my gaze as her lips traveled down his body, each gentle presence a tantalizing exploration. My lips pressed against his, fingers weaving through his hair, sensing the subtle shiver that coursed through him. His breath came in labored gasps, each one drawn out, his body responding to her every subtle shift. His grip on my back intensified as her focus sharpened. A guttural sound escaped his throat. His breath faltered, brushing my lips. His reaction sparked a jolt within me. His body taut, fingers gripping my hips as if anchoring himself to reality. It was mesmerizing to witness, to sense his every reaction to each deliberate motion, each change in his breath. And then I followed her lead. I pressed my kisses along his jaw, down his neck, sensing the heat of his pulse under my lips. Lower still, until I was beside her. Our movements entwined in silent understanding. Liam's head tilted back, breath hitching, caught in the electric silence between us. Each sound he uttered ignited a new surge of heat within me, intensifying the moment, drawing me further in. The tension crackled between us, his hands clutching the sheets tightly. But our story was far from over. A sudden turn, a pivotal moment. Sophie lay on the resting place, her breath a heated whisper against my skin. Her hands gripped me, positioning me with precision. A sharp breath escaped as she started. My fingers clenched the sheets, sensation crashing over me, slow, teasing strokes pulling me deeper. My head tilting back. Then Liam pressed against her, his breath heavy and deliberate, each movement charged with purpose. A soft gasp slipped from Sophie, her breath trembling against my skin. Each movement resonated through me, his presence unwavering, a force I couldn't escape. Its intensity was inescapable. Liam's hands anchored her, each movement igniting a spark within me. Her breath quickening, her fingers trembling, the whisper of her lips grazing mine. Overwhelming, a heady rush that quickened my heartbeat. It was him who shattered me, his gaze piercing through, dark and weighty with raw intensity. Each movement he made sent a jolt of electricity through us both. His gaze held mine, unwavering, his fingers grazed my skin. And then his lips claimed me. That was the moment I fell apart. My body tightened, breath halted, and the feeling crashed over me in relentless waves. I had company. Liam's groan echoed, his grip fierce, body quaking as the moment engulfed him. His voice hung in the air, deep and raw, whispering my name, Emma. Then, nothing. His forehead met mine, breath ragged, a slow, contented sigh escaping his lips. A soft, shaky laugh escaped me, fingers entwined in the sheets. I tilted my head, my lips grazing his ear. Joyful? He enveloped me, drawing me in, his moment of closeness lingering on my shoulder. Beyond measure. Liam's arms held me tight, his breath calming as we lay entwined in the aftermath. Silence enveloped the room, broken only by the gentle rustle of sheets and the distant hum of life beyond our small American sanctuary. Sophie moved beside us, a fleeting whisper of warmth. But she was gone too soon. With a knowing smile, she slipped from the resting place, gathering her things with quiet grace. You too are something special, she whispered, her voice a tender farewell that lingered in the air. She lingered at the door, casting a final, haunting glance our way. Look after one another. And then she vanished. The air brightened. The moment belonged to us alone. I pressed against Liam, my cheek on his shoulder, absorbing the steady thump of his heartbeat. His fingers danced along my arm, a quiet promise that everything remained the same, yet somehow more profound. Are you all right? He whispered, his voice barely audible, as if he craved my confirmation. I leaned in, our eyes locking, his gaze tender yet probing in the shadows. A smile flickered across my lips. More than okay, I breathed, mirroring his earlier words. Who are you? He released a breathy laugh, drawing me closer, our hearts racing together. I've never felt joy like this. Emma. His tone held a sincerity that made my shoulder ache. Beautifully, I brushed a strand of hair from his forehead, my fingers lingering on his skin. A moment suspended in time. Good, I said, my voice playful yet tender. Unsure how we could ever surpass this moment. He chuckled, the sound coursing through me. And for a heartbeat, we lingered like that, entwined, the outside world dissolving into a mere whisper. The thrill of the night faded, transforming into a quiet, lasting moment together. Memories flooded my mind, each one a thread weaving us to this moment. Heart racing, questions swirling, a plunge into uncertainty. It was more than a fantasy, it was a journey of trust. A revelation of ourselves in ways I never anticipated. Morning broke, sunlight flooding the bedroom, wrapping everything in a warm, golden moment together. The faint rustle of Liam stirred me from sleep. The soft clink of dishes mingles with the intoxicating aroma of coffee wafting toward me. I stretched, a smile tugging at my lips as I slipped into his old flannel shirt and padded down the stairs. Bare feet whispering against the floor. He stood in the kitchen, flipping pancakes with such intensity that I couldn't help but chuckle quietly. We were untamed, electric one instant, then just another day the next. Morning, I whispered, leaning in the doorway, eyes locked on him. He shot a quick look back, his smile bright and unfiltered. Good morning, stunning. He gestured to the counter, where my coffee sat, perfectly made, just for me. I stepped closer, arms encircling his waist, my chin finding a resting place on his shoulder. Pancakes, really? You're overwhelming me with kindness. Our eyes locked over the table as we ate. Less than text, I know, I replied, pausing as my fork clattered against the plate. Last night was unforgettable, but this? Wow. I signaled the stillness that enveloped us. A fragile intimacy hanging in the air. This is my greatest deep emotion. His gaze melted, and he took my hand, his thumb grazing my knuckles. Same here, he replied, his voice heavy with meaning. It has always been you, Emma. All that remains is the essence. Breakfast done. The day lay before us, endless. Unhurried, just the two of us in our secluded haven. We walked through the neighborhood, the sharp spring air kissing our skin, trees bursting with new life around us. His hand gripped mine, firm and warm, as we walked past the familiar houses and silent streets. A deep certainty enveloped me. We plunged into the abyss, defied limits, and emerged unbreakable. At the heart of everything, it was just us, Liam and Emma, crafting our life, moment by moment. As the sun sank, the sky ignited in fiery hues. We swayed on the porch swing, his arm around me, my head nestled against him. What comes next? I inquired, a mix of playfulness and intrigue in my voice. His laughter echoed, sending shivers through my core. He leaned in, pressing his lips softly against my forehead, a silent promise lingering in the air. We'll find a way, side by side. I knew we would, for our love, our trust, our serene, beautiful life was the true adventure. It was everything.